Well, hey there. I'm Kimberly Ferguson, CEO and founder of Emerald Expectations Accounting. I'm so happy that you're here. The Emerald Corner is a place where life and business meet. So we want to share with you the process of running a business while maintaining a life with your loved ones. Today, we're going to be talking about how to make the shift from employee to the CEO of your company. This is something that so many small business owners struggle with. How do you go from being a part of the day-to-day activities of the business and acting like an employee and thinking like an employee to working on the business and becoming the actual chief executive officer of your company? It's not as easy as you might think. So what do I mean when I say you might be thinking like an employee? So think about an employee, or when you were an employee, what did you do? They gave you a schedule, they gave you tasks, they gave you things that you had to complete on a day-to-day basis, right? And you would come in and you would work your hours, you would do your job, and you would leave. You don't really have any investment in the company. You don't really have any feeling of ownership in the company. So a lot of people are kind of stuck in the day-to-day tasks, and they have yet to see that they need to make that shift up to, thinking about goals, to thinking about the future, to thinking about structure, to thinking about culture, to thinking about, all the stuff that the CEO of a company has to think about. So what kind of steps can you take to make this shift happen? So number one is, if you haven't done this already, change your job title to CEO. I know this might seem like a small thing, but it's the small things that make the difference. Do it everywhere. Put it in your email signature, put it on your social media pages, put it on your website, put it on your business card, everywhere you can think of, put your job title on there as CEO. You're never going to convince yourself that you're the CEO of a company if you aren't putting it out there for the world to see. For many people, things don't really become real until you share it with the world, right? We've seen the evidence of this on social media. Haven't you heard that if you don't post it on social media, did it really happen? So the next one is get comfortable being uncomfortable. There are so many things that you're going to have to do within your business that are not going to be inside of your current comfort zone. And that's okay. There's always room to expand your comfort zone. Become comfortable with being uncomfortable. Remember also that things are really only awkward if you make them awkward. Think of your business as like your new baby. You are officially the king of your castle, and sometimes that leads to battles that are worth fighting for. You'll need to protect your boundaries, your company's culture, your employees once you have them. You'll need to consider all of these people and protect what you've built. And sometimes that's uncomfortable. Let's be honest. So another thing you can do is actually connect with other CEOs. Unfortunately, something that sometimes comes with the territory of owning a business is a lot of judgment, a lot of resentment, a lot of people who don't understand what you're doing. So it's imperative that you connect with people who do. You need to surround yourself with the people who have been where you are, and they can actually help you navigate. They can help you see your situation from a different set of eyes, from somebody who has the experience, from somebody who's maybe even been there. They can also help support you when you have to make tough decisions. The next thing is get clear on your business goals. Most people who start businesses didn't do so because they love business, right? They did it because they're experts at what they do, or they love what they do. Like a dentist, for example. They're really good at cleaning teeth and fixing issues with your teeth and your gums and your mouth, etc. It's not because they have a vast knowledge of what it takes to run a business, right? What that means is that you have to become more intentional about running a business, okay? Set goals, create a standard operating procedure, connect with people who can fill the gaps in the areas that you're not so good at. A profit strategist or a CFO is a great example of something like this. And last but not least, make it visual. Most people are visual people. They learn this way, they think this way, they do things visually. So if you're part of the majority, make your goals and your job title visual. Now, this might be just on the desktop of your computer. You put something on there that, inspires you, that makes you think of your goals, that makes you think of this new company that you have. Or maybe, you want to put it on the walls behind your computer or around your house, maybe on your refrigerator, on your mirror, in your bathroom, whatever works for you. Put something on there that inspires you, makes you remember your goals, makes you remember why you wanted to go in business for yourself in the first place. I want to leave you with one note, and that is a quote from Ben Horowitz. He said, "Look, this is the terror of being a founder and CEO. It's all your fault. Every decision, every person you hire, every dumb thing you buy or do, ultimately, you're at the end of it." So with that information in mind, you can see why it's important to make the shift to become the CEO, to become the person who can handle all of the pressure of owning a business and being the CEO and making all of the decisions, because obviously you want to make the right decision every time, but in the end, you're going to make the wrong decision. It's going to happen eventually. And the goal is to kind of minimize that as much as possible by thinking about things, making decisions, becoming the person who can handle and can process all of the responsibilities of being a CEO. So you don't want to leave that in the hands of an employee, right? You want to leave that in the hands of a CEO. So what do you think? Which of these tips did you find to be most helpful? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video.